Hello once again to another exciting episode of Matthew Visits Infowars.com, now watched by over 46 people on YouTube. Yes, we're really hitting the big time. People really want to know what I, Dr. Matthew Dentith, the conspiracy theory theorist, thinks of Infowars.com, the prestige conspiracist site on the internet. And what a day it is. As we can see, we have a revolving set of news stories on the top of Infowars. We've got asylum seeker repeatedly forced 13-year-old Austrian girl into having sex. We've got the exciting news that Obama reassures Hollywood Mr. Trump is not succeeding me. And, it'll be coming up in just a second, crazed communists attack Infowars Trump supporters. So this is all rather exciting from the off. We'll look at the featured stories in just a minute. Let's have a look at what's actually happening in the all news section. Alright, we've got stories about communists, we've got stories about Planned Parenthood, we have FBI agent training for Texas Air Force Base shooting. These 200 people decide whether Trump gets the nomination. In world news, US Air Force deploys B-52 bombers in Middle East to combat Islamic State. And Bangladeshi Al-Qaeda wing declares war on atheists. Ooh, this is all rather exciting and I think delightfully conspiracist. Alright, let's have a look at some actual stories. So, let's have, a bit of a rendering error there. Let's see if we can fix, there we go. Alright, we'll avoid the asylum seeker story, since those turn out to be on investigation not particularly interesting. Actually no, let's not be the kind of person who goes, oh, I think I know exactly what's going on here. Let's be the kind of person who actually reads the story and comments upon it. Except I clicked too late, and instead we've got the Obama story. Thank you, Internet. Mr. Trump is not succeeding me. So my prediction, not even having read the story yet, is that this is going to be a case where they're going to suggest there's a conspiracy going on, wherein Obama is guaranteeing the Hollywood elite that Trump will not become president of the United States of America. Let's see whether I'm right. Recognize there's a deep obsession about Mr. Trump, Obama said, made these comments during a Hollywood mega fundraiser for Democrats who paid up to $66,800 per couple to attend. That is a lot of money to attend a talk by Obama in Hollywood. He had better have put on a really good show. Bit of trolling about said Cruz. Well, actually no, so there isn't any particular conspiracy claim here. I suppose you might say there's a bit of a suggestion that with Obama saying, look, Trump is not going to succeed me, that this is suggesting the existence of a conspiracy operating in the background, but there's no explicit notion of a conspiracy being trouted out here about Mr. Trump not becoming president. I am disappointed, and by being disappointed, I'm quite pleased that the people at Infowars are actually being quite rational about this. Well, the thing about these Infowars videos that I do is because I walk into them having not read the site before I click record, I end up having to prevaricate as I try to work out what I really think about the story. So I'm not saying they're being sensible here. They're obviously engaging in a bit of trolling here. They're saying, look, here's a story about Obama saying, look, I don't think Trump is going to succeed me. They then don't investigate what that claim might mean. So the most likely story, if you're an Obama supporter or a Democrat, is go, look, we've looked at the polling, and it seems like Mr. Trump just can't win as president, because even if he gets the Republican votes, he's not the kind of person who's going to appeal to non-Republicans who make up the vast plurality of the electorate, and ipso facto, we don't need to be worried about Trump because he's unelectable to the wider general population in America. And that's presumably if you are an Obama supporter, or a Clinton supporter, or a Sanders supporter, is your take on the matter. If, on the other hand, you think that the American presidency under the Democrats has been one large tissue of lies, the notion that Obama is going, look, Trump won't become president, becomes sinister, because it sounds as if they're trying to engineer a situation that even if it turns out that Trump is the most viable candidate with the most votes, Hollywood and other parts of the establishment will do their best to ensure that it looks like a Democrat won. And that therein lies the sinister claim of conspiracy. Although I said sinister there, I don't know, therein lies the claim of conspiracy. And maybe this article, and I'm probably being too charitable now, is trying to play on that kind of ambiguity to satisfy the readers at Infowars.com. That was a really long-winded way of saying, actually, this might be trolling. Let's move on. Let's see if we can get to the next story. Where are these communists? I want to know about... Ooh, why have we... There, look, there we go. Crazed communists attack Infowars and Trump supporters. Radical leftists continue nationwide attacks on free speech. Alright, so this is one of the vodcasts that Alex Jones does, so we're not going to be looking at that. You can go to Infowars.com and listen to Alex Jones yourself. I won't be reiterating his words on my very popular 46 people watching video on YouTube. Alright, so let's have a look. Commie students crash Trump rally. Planned Parenthood protected. Anti-abortion filmmaker raided. Alright, government continues disinformation campaign against filmmaker. So this is another video piece. But there is text, thank God. Oh, no there's not. So we won't look at the video. Once again, if you want to look at the video, you can. But of course, many of you will be aware that almost a year ago now, there was an expose about Planned Parenthood, where it looked as if Planned Parenthood was selling fetal tissue to the highest bidders. It then turns out that the videos that were shot that purported to show that the fetal tissue was being sold was in fact part of edited interviews of a longer length, edited to look much more sinister than they actually were. This has gone through the courts twice now. Planned Parenthood has been supported by the court system in both cases. The documentarium has been lambasted by the court for misrepresenting what was going on there. People of a certain political persuasion are quite convinced that's part of a large-scale conspiracy to hide what Planned Parenthood is actually doing, and what the government is doing is producing disinformation. That in lieu of that, there was no text there to explain what was going on, but I'm assuming it's yet another expose about the disinformation the government is using to hide what Planned Parenthood is actually doing. Oh, actually one more before we go. Glenn Beck and the Mormon Priesthood Pervert Club. Oh, this sounds exciting. So if you've been following the career of either Alex Jones or Glenn Beck, you'll be aware that there's a kind of animosity between the two. Glenn Beck is the more polished and popular version of Alex Jones. Alex Jones is the original. He's the Islay single malt, which hasn't had much in the way of being cultured and being acceptable within society. Well, Glenn Beck is the Highland malt that everybody likes to enjoy, and it's a safe bet to give away at Christmas. They're both cut from the same kind of alcoholic cloth. Not that I'm saying they're alcoholics. I'm just going with my whiskey metaphor here. But Glenn Beck is the more popular version of Alex Jones in the mainstream media. And now they're saying that there's an association between Glenn Beck and the Mormon Priesthood Pervert Club, and Ted Cruz has been anointed leader of the priesthood by Glenn Beck. Well, unfortunately, once again, it's a video. This entire video seems like it's an advert for going to Infowars.com. We've covered 3 potentially exciting videos in the course of this short video by myself, all of which are telling you to go to Infowars.com to find out more information. Maybe I should be getting money from Infowars for my promotional materials here. So I did say that would be the last one, but actually I really did want another story. And I think this does basically prove that I need to go to Infowars.com first, write up notes, and then do these videos. Maybe then I'll hit the magical 50 and have 50 people paying attention to my videos. Be very exciting if that were the case. Anything else? VA waitlist could explode. Surprise terror drills. What could go wrong? Clinton campaign panics over rape allegations. Alright, well that sounds interesting. It's an Infowars exclusive. Probably going to be a video though. Also, it's not loading. Oh, yes, here we go. Well, that's conspiratorial. We wanted to look at allegations of rape. We're finding, let's try that again. That story does not appear to exist. Nope. Alright, well, that's interesting. It's a nice little masthead, and yet... Oh, going to... Yes, alright, so it does exist. I was going to go for a conspiracy angle here. That maybe that little masthead to... Oh, that's a terrible picture of Bill Clinton trying to do a Judge Dredd impersonation. I am the law! A reference which will make sense to only a certain group of people around the world. Donald Trump could rock Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign with further evidence that former President Bill Clinton is a serial rapist and that the former First Lady and Secretary of State has worked behind the scenes to silence the victims. Learn more about the Clintons' war on women. Oh, this is a book at the Infowars store. This entire video is now an ad for Infowars.com. And with that, I'm going to call it to a close. And next time I'm going to go to Infowars.com, find the stories I'm going to cover, make notes about those stories, and do a much more polished, less first impression style video. And next time, I won't be in my gown, having not got out of my pajamas, doing this early in the morning, when obviously I need more in the way of coffee. That's a very young photo of Alex Jones there. Very young photo. Anyway, that's enough from me. This is the Conspiracy Doctor signing off. Don't go visit Infowars.com, or do go visit Infowars.com. I'm not telling you to, but if you want to find out more about those stories I couldn't tell you about, maybe you'll have to. Goodbye!